Nicole Lucio, and I am running for Mount Vernon City Council. Currently, I am a compliance officer and financial fraud investigator certified in anti-money laundering. I've decided to run because I have the experience and integrity needed to advance the affairs in our beautiful city and to encourage a city government that is honest, transparent, and accountable. Nobody wants to see our local government mired in discord that nothing ever gets done. I understand that city council members are the city's legislators. A primary duty is to introduce and vote on legislation. It is my hope that you will get to know me and save your signature. Signing my petition can make a difference. Visit my website, Vote Nicole Lucio. My name is Nicole Lucio. The campaign has been very busy. Thankfully, the weather has been good, so that I'm not freezing. It's, you just never know what the temperature this time of year, but we've been busy. We've been out canvassing the community, and the campaign has been getting signatures, and I am thankful. I'm very thankful for the support that I have. There are memorable moments that I encounter on the campaign trail. I seem to, aside from meeting great people, wonderful people, people who do care, and they do want to know what's going on in Mount Vernon. They do want more civic education, and we'll talk about that as part of my platform. But, so I've been meeting people who are engaged. Despite what the voter turnout is here, people are engaged and they want to be engaged. And so I wish that I could duplicate my efforts even more, so that I could just talk to more people. But so far, the campaign's been engaging and exciting. So in terms of my vision for my role as a city council person, I believe that the people want somebody that has integrity. And I think that that is foremost important, actually, beyond even what your platform is. I think the people want someone who's honest and who is consistent, and someone who will not be compromised. And, I really do hope that when people think of me, that is one of the first things that come to mind. So that's really important to me, is honesty and keeping my integrity and not being compromised, because I know that it matters. And so aside from that, I've got a vision, for, Mount Vernon to be, I think, what is becoming, slowly. There are and have been movements to support small business. There are contributions that I feel I might be able to make in that area, because it's not actually generating enough revenue. So definitely supporting small business, attracting businesses to Mount Vernon so that we can generate revenue and balance the burden that our taxpayers, commercial and residential taxpayers pay. So, I think those things have a domino effect where I can lend to a more accountable government and transparency. That's why I'm running for city council, really to serve in those capacities. And, what I'm listening to from public talks. So public safety is important because of the obvious. I mean, we do want to feel safe in our community. We've got a community of seniors who actually walk. They walk to church. They walk to the local recreational center. And we want them to feel comfortable. We want there to be adequate lighting, so that some of our neighbors who may have to walk their dog late at night feel safe. And so all these things contribute to public safety, not just policing, adequate lighting, adequate street signing so that cars actually slow and stop and slow down for our pedestrians. So when I think about public safety, it's multi-pronged, right? It's not just about police community relations, while that's extremely important, as well. I'm concerned about the turnover, in our police department. And so, it's multi-pronged, and it's important because, like I said, we are commuters in this town. We walk and we want to feel safe walking in our community as pedestrians. We want to feel safe in our homes, and we want our personal belongings to feel safe. At one point, they were, you know, stealing parts of vehicles, and they still do take the mirrors and the windshield wipers, but we want to avoid those um, activities, so that we can save our money as residents of this community. It only costs, um, generally victims of crime, I imagine, they pay a very high cost, and what it does to them, um, mentally, in terms of the trauma that they have to deal with. And so nobody wants their community members to suffer in that way. And, that's why public safety is important to me. So economic development and job creation is also another important topic, that I added to the platform. Uh, the community needs to be working. The community needs um, opportunities so that we can take care of our families. Um, those that live here should, have opportunities in terms of, the development that is done here. And, I really want to see that whatever is being proposed when these developments are approved, that they increase and hold up their end of the bargain and talk in terms of creating job opportunities here. You know, we have so many talented individuals, and um, being able to take care of your family, being able to go to work every day also offers a sense of purpose and pride. So, it's important that those opportunities are shared with the residents of Mount Vernon. Combating the housing crisis is also another point on my platform. I think that in terms of Mount Vernon, we have affordable housing. What I'm finding when I speak to the residents that live in these affordable homes and housing is the way that the properties are being maintained. And so I think that that is one of the crisis here in Mount Vernon as well. Um, I have been told, that there are instances where, inspections are actually supposed to take place, and, maybe they're not taking place on time or at all. And there are things wrong um, inside apartments as well as, building maintenance. And so I think the crisis is really to the residents who live in these properties, who feel like they're being ignored and not heard. And so, I would like for the city to do more in terms of um, getting on top of some of the landlords who might not be good landlords. I don't want to insult and say a slumlord, but some of the landlords who may not be um, servicing their tenants, in return for the rent that they pay. just as the landlord has a responsibility to maintain their properties, the unit owners also have a responsibility to, document these things, give the management ample opportunity to respond, right, to the repairs. And so there definitely has to be better communications. And I have seen where council members have been able, or even county legislators, elected officials in general, have been able to play a liaison role, right, between the tenant owners who might be upset or feel neglected and the landlord who wants to respond, and vice versa. So I think there's opportunity to invest in affordable housing in that way. Our recreation department and the youth bureau, they do promote several programs. Um, So I'm happy about that. I cannot complain about that. I have been known to complain, but that is not an area where I find any fault. My only hope and my wish is that uh, the capacity can grow. Oftentimes these programs are limited to a certain number, 30, 60, 100 youth. And so, wouldn't it be great if, the resources were there to promote them, first of all, because I know I've also heard that the children have to be interested. But, as I'm knocking on doors, I am seeing children at home inside, when maybe if they knew or felt safe to bring their children to these programs, there would. So in time, I would like to see that many of the great programs, basketball, tennis, golf. I've seen double dutch. There's some new programs coming up. I would love to see more youth be able to participate in those programs. And I would like to participate in the double dutch clinic one when it comes back around. I'll visit that. Environmental and public health is also important to me. I am someone who exercises. I will walk from the north side to the south side and back to the north side, clocking 8 to 12 miles on any given day, as long as I have the right shoes on. And so the air that we breathe, it's important to me that it's clean, and that we have mass public transportation around us, right? 3 Metro North stops, and I've seen the soot that blows from the engine or the chimney, the locomotive. And so, those are things, that I have inquired about briefly. And, these are just things that I think it's important to maintain awareness of, and to, maintain the awareness of environmental um, concerns, you know, that we have. You know, I have followed the um, tree ordinance committee, and just wanting to plant more trees, promoting more green space. I know the idea is to probably build in every inch and corner of landscape that we have in Mount Vernon, but there should be areas kept for green space. We should have a dog park, even, so there's room to continue to raise awareness about environmental concerns. And I hope to partner with the community members that have been doing that. And, I'm with you on that. As far as community engagement and equity stands, I think that the city could do a better job informing the public. I believe that, a lot of the information, should be televised and should be broadcasted. We have a lot of seniors. We have a lot of residents that aren't as mobile, that may not be able to make it to meetings. They are not necessarily savvy with the internet. And so what I'm saying is that we just need multiple outlets. We need multiple outlets. Not that anything needs to be taken away, but there is room to add, to educate our community and inform our community so that they can become more engaged. That's what it's about. Them knowing what's going on, and even partaking in some of the great programs, some of the great food pantries. There's a lot being offered, and I'm just not sure that it's being communicated vastly or broadly. So we have to improve communications so that we can get more engagement. Unfortunately, Mount Vernon has been plagued with activities that have been deemed unusual and suspicious. I will say that, questionable. And so, my career is around reducing fraud, waste, and abuse. That is the industry where I work. It's an industry where compliance is respected. Being in compliance is respected. And, where there are weaknesses in compliance, it has serious effects, reputational effects, and, economic effects. So, I think that we want to maintain a good reputation in Mount Vernon. It's important. It's important for businesses to come. It's important for residents to come and live. And so oversight in the purview that City Council has to provide oversight, I think that can only help to reduce any waste and reduce any abuse. And so that's why that point is particularly important to me. Hi, Mount Vernon. Nicole Lucio here. This is my amateur video that I'm making just to encourage you to come out and support me on this Saturday, March 8th, and Sunday also, March 9th. I'll be holding a petition drive at my favorite laundromat. It's a 24-hour spot. It's called Citywide Laundry, and it's on East 3rd, 277 East 3rd. And come meet me here. I'll be here for 2 hours each day, and sign my petition to help me get on the ballot so that I can serve you. I look forward to serving you, and I look forward to meeting you on Saturday and Sunday as well. Thank you. Have a good day. So this Saturday, I'm actually having a petition drive. And, since the goal is to continue to clean up Mount Vernon, continue to make progress in Mount Vernon. And so what better way to kind of launch that vision, but to have my petition drive at my favorite laundromat, Citywide. It's 277 East 3rd Street in Mount Vernon. In order to secure my position on the ballot, part of the process is to collect signatures. And so I have been knocking on doors. I have been visiting. This weekend, outside of the times, I will be knocking on doors in the morning and in the afternoon as well. But outside of those times, I would love for you to meet me at the laundromat, Citywide Super Center. And so I'll be there on Saturday, March 8th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then I'll be there again on Sunday, March 9th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So I would love to have you come out and meet me, sign my petition. There are 3 seats available and 3 seats up for city council this year. And, I'm hopeful that you will put me on the ballot. I won't be able to do it without you. I look forward to seeing you all on Saturday and Sunday, March 8th and March 9th. And I would be remiss if I did not thank everyone who has been so kind, who has opened their door for me, who has signed my petition, who has interacted with my website, volunteers on my campaign who have been working for free. I cannot thank you all enough for the support that I've received, albeit a signature, a prayer, a plant, or some, digital artwork. I just want to say thank you to my supporters and to the people who believe in me. And I appreciate that. I am Nicole Lucio, and I am running for Mount Vernon City Council. Currently, I am a compliance officer and financial fraud investigator certified in anti-money laundering. I've decided to run because I have the experience and integrity needed to advance the affairs in our beautiful city and to encourage a city government that is honest, transparent, and accountable. Nobody wants to see our local government mired in discord that nothing ever gets done. I understand that city council members are the city's legislators. A primary duty is to introduce and vote on legislation. It is my hope that you will get to know me and save your signature. Signing my petition can make a difference. Visit my website, Vote Nicole Lucio.